Welcome to Kansas Ag Report with your host, Brian Holman.
Welcome to Kansas Ag Report. I'm Brian Holman, and here's our lineup for today's show. In Ag News, we'll take a look at local and national headlines affecting Kansas farmers. And our Ag Feature, we sit down with Carrie Weefalt from KDA to talk about the From the Land of Kansas annual meeting and Farmers Market Conference. And inside Kansas Ag, KDA updates us on important agriculture industry information, and Kansas Wheat discusses about March being Take and Bake Month. And in news you need to know, we get our weekly update from the Kansas Livestock Association, look back at last week's market activity with the guys from Paragon, and we'll let you know about important events coming up around the state of Kansas. Glad you could join us.
Closed captioning brought to you by
The Soybean Checkoff. Progress powered by Kansas farmers. KansasSoybeans.org.
Ag Risk Solutions. Experience, knowledge, integrity. Your crop insurance solution, Ag Risk Solutions. Kansas Wheat Commission. Leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com. Kansas Livestock Association. Supporting our members' business interests to meet consumers' demands. KLA.org.
Here's our national headlines for this week in Ag News. Recent government raids targeting undocumented immigrants in the U.S. are causing distress through the agricultural labor sector. The American Farm Bureau Federation says more than half of U.S. farm workers are undocumented, and farmers are already coping with a decreasing labor supply in the western U.S. due to increased border security. An executive order by President Donald Trump sparked the raids and could have potential to strip farmers and meat processing plants of labor. The immigration crackdown may also mean rising grocery costs for consumers. U.S. beef has been rapidly building momentum in South Korea and received a further boost as Costco's in that region have officially begun converting imported chilled beef from Australian beef to 100% U.S. product. The move follows multi-year efforts by the U.S. Meat Export Federation to persuade Korean Costco stores that sales of U.S. beef, a popular item at Costco's, would match or exceed Australian beef sales. Costco's expansion means an estimated 15,000 metric tons of new U.S. beef business in Korea this year. The number of farms in the U.S. for 2016 is estimated at 2 million, down 8,000 farms from the year prior. The USDA reported that total land and farms at 911 million acres also decreased by 1 million acres from 2015. 50% of all farms had less than $10,000 in sales. 80% of all farms had less than $100,000 in sales. 8% of all farms had sales of $500,000 or more. And in local news, Kansas's number of farms and ranches declined during 2016, according to USDA's NASS. The number of farms and ranches in the state at 59,600 was down 800 farms from 2015. Number of farms and ranches in Kansas with less than $100,000 in agricultural sales decreased 800 farms from a year ago, while operations with more than $100,000 remained unchanged. Land and farms and ranches in Kansas totaled 45.9 million acres, down 100,000 acres from 2015. USDA Rural Development in Kansas is announcing the availability of rural business development grants. This program is available to rural public entities including towns, state agencies, nonprofit corporations, institutions of higher education, federally recognized tribes, and rural cooperatives. RBDG grants can be used to identify, train, and provide technical assistance to rural entrepreneurs, as well as local community or multi-county economic development planning. For additional information, visit the agency's website at rd.usda.gov. Kansas Republican U.S. Senator Jerry Moran says wheat and sorghum need attention in the next farm bill, along with other key commodities, including cotton and dairy. Legislators and agricultural groups have largely focused on cotton and dairy products so far during the early stages of farm bill discussions. In a recent editorial, Moran says lawmakers should not forget the farm crisis in the High Plains. Moran notes hard red winter wheat acres in Kansas are at the second lowest level in the past 100 years, reflecting the economic reality currently facing wheat producers.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Livestock Association, supporting our members' business interests to meet consumers' demands. KLA.org. Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. Grassandgrain.com. Kansas Wheat Commission, leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
This Medford, New Jersey school bus runs on biodiesel, and so do these. In fact, all of these buses run on clean-burning biodiesel, which is great because the more we use biodiesel in our heavy-duty vehicles, the less carbon pollution in our air. Think how great it would be if more of our school buses ran on biodiesel. More biodiesel, less carbon pollution. More is less. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
You need a partner that you can count on to be there for your business, providing a depth of understanding to risk management issues so you don't have to. A knowledgeable support team located in your area, delivering products and services to make you more successful.
The producer-funded Kansas Wheat Innovation Center was built to get improved varieties into the hands of farmers faster. Kansas Wheat, farmers advancing their future through wheat genetics research.
Thanks for staying with us. We're at the KDA office. We're joined by Karen. Karen, it's good to see you again. The last time we got together, we talked about farmers markets. We're going to do it again today. Big thing coming up in the middle of the month. I think the 16th and 17th, is that right? Or do I have my dates correct? Big thing for farmers markets and everything that kind of goes along with from the land of Kansas.
Yes, absolutely. Our agriculture marketing divisions had a really busy winter. Winter is typically our time when we have our education modules. We work with Kansans across the state. We're just finishing our 6th Rural Business Development Workshop. We're finishing our 4th Farmers Market Conference workshop this week, and we'll have our 5th and final Farmers Market Workshop in coordination with our From the Land to Kansas annual meeting, which is March 16th and 17th in Manhattan.
And if you look, and we talk about this on the show all the time, we look at KDA numbers and look at farms who have incomes under 100,000 or under 100 or under 50,000. There's a lot of farms in Kansas that have gross receipts under 50,000, and it's due to farmers markets.
There are. You know, we have more than 75 registered farmers markets in the state, in communities all over the state. And they have a really positive impact in their communities in terms of not only providing an outlet to purchase specialty crops or other items that are sold at farmers markets, but also in terms of community vitality and community connectiveness. We've been working with the Department of Health and Environment. We also work closely with K-State Research and Extension, hosting our farmers market education piece throughout the winter. Gives us a chance to have our food safety and lodging, work with consumers and answer questions for not only consumers but vendors on any type of food safety updates. You know, how do I sell meat, poultry, eggs at a farmer's market, etc. It also gives our research and extension people good gathering touch points to talk about maybe encouragement of high tunnels, or what does soil health mean, maybe certifying attendees to be qualified, I guess, to look at and sell morel mushrooms at a different market. So the farmers market workshops really, they're a great opportunity for vendors or people who are wanting to think about starting a farmers market to come and get information about what it takes to have a successful market in their communities.
And not only that, it's a great opportunity for consumers to buy fresh local produce as well.
Absolutely. The neat thing about farmers markets are they're kind of social gatherings for communities. You go out and you not only are able to select produce that maybe has been picked that morning or the night before, but you're also able to get to know people in your community, get to know that farmer, that rancher, get to know that person in the community that makes cookies and bakes them and sells them at the farmer's market. There's just a lot of unique things in our communities, and when you go out, you're not only supporting them, but you're also learning about maybe their family, their vitality, and what makes them tick and be successful as a specialty crop producer or maybe a specialty item that they might have at the market.
Perfect. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about From the Land of Kansas. You're watching Kansas Ag Report, and we'll see you in just a minute.
This segment brought to you by Farm Bureau, a grassroots ag organization representing the state's farmers and ranchers since 1919. KFB.org. Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. Grassandgrain.com. Kansas Wheat Commission, leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com.
Thanks for staying with us. We're at the KDA office, joined by Karen. Karen, thanks again for staying with us. Something I didn't ask about in the first segment is organic certification. That's really big business right now.
It is important. We have producers from across the state who desire to have the organic cost share certification for products, and Kansas, as a state, receives about $65,000 through the Farm Bill. And we are a flow-through providing payments to help offset the cost of audits for organic cost share. Audits can be expensive, but we have those funds available for any producer who wishes to become organic certified. That can be grains, vegetables, fruits, whatever that might be within a commodity code classification. And that's all information is all on our Kansas Department of Agriculture website under organic cost share. So viewers can call the agency and ask for me or the Division of Ag Marketing, and we'll get them set up with organic cost share applications.
Okay, I want to make sure we talk about From the Land of Kansas Conference, which is also tied in with your last Farmers Market event.
Yeah, absolutely. So every year our From the Land of Kansas annual meeting hosts our final Farmers Market workshop. So that's Farmers Market piece is a small piece of it. This year we're very, very excited about the lineup. We're really focusing on the future and moving forward. Our From the Land of Kansas program is a great program for entrepreneurs out there in communities, maybe small, mid-sized food, anything manufactured, grown in the state of Kansas. And this year, Chef Allie, which many of your viewers know Chef Allie well, she's our brand ambassador. So she will be providing an update to our attendees on different activities that she helps us in terms of promoting Kansas From the Land of Kansas members. We also will have a buyer-seller panel. So we're going to have our buyers from our retailers in the state. And those attending will be our Kroger, our Hy-Vee, and our Whole Foods buyers. And they're going to work with sellers and From the Land of Kansas members interested in creating retail network and retail partnerships, whether that be a specific food item or perhaps a specialty crop like pumpkins for the fall Halloween season. It's important to have dialogue, and it's important for our sellers to know what our buyers expect, but it's just as important for our buyers to know about all the awesome things that are being grown and made in our state. Our keynote speaker is John Schallert, and he's a fabulous, fabulous individual out of Littleton, Colorado. And he works with small and mid-sized businesses to help them become destination points for their communities. So we know many of our From the Land of Kansas members, which we have over 400, are doing good things in their community. And John will just work and provide some information on how our businesses, whether they're one individual or they employ 10, can position themselves to become destination locations in their communities across the state.
Perfect. And we're just got about 30 seconds left here, but go to the website. Registration is open until
We'll have it open until we can do March 15th. We're not going to turn anyone away by all means. We welcome anyone who's interested.
And just go to the KDA website or from the Land of Kansas website.
Yep, you can go to the Department of Agriculture website, or you can call us at our main number, and we'll help you get registered and be here in Manhattan March 15th, 16th, and 17th for our From the Land of Kansas annual meeting.
Perfect. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
If you would like to advertise your business on Kansas Ag Report, give us a call, 785-580-3287.
From the earliest pioneer days, agriculture has always been at the foundation of the Kansas economy and the Kansas spirit. Hi, I'm Heather Lansdowne, Director of Communications at the Kansas Department of Agriculture, and I'm proud to be an advocate for the Kansas agricultural community. In honor of Kansas' largest industry, employer, and economic driver, the month of March has been proclaimed by Governor Sam Brownback as Kansas Agriculture Month. In addition, Tuesday, March 21st has been declared Kansas Agriculture Day. We hope that you will join us as we recognize the hardworking men and women in agriculture, and as we raise awareness that the crops and animals raised on farms and ranches in Kansas are feeding Kansas families, as well as providing healthy, wholesome food to families around the world. Kansas Agriculture Month kicked off on March 2nd with the start of the Neighbor to Neighbor statewide food drive, a collaboration with Dillon's Food Stores and 3 food banks in Kansas. Watch for the Neighbor to Neighbor collection barrels and Dillon's throughout the month of March, or donate online via our virtual food drive. You can celebrate Kansas Agriculture Month in your own communities. You'll find event ideas, promotional materials, and educational resources on our website, agriculture.ks.gov/KSAgDay. That same pioneer spirit that converted Kansas from a vast sea of grassland into a major producer of our nation's food supply lives on today as we seek new opportunities for growth throughout the Kansas agriculture industry. Join us as KDA celebrates the past and the future of agriculture during Kansas Agriculture Month this March.
Did you know that March is Bake and Take Month? A great way to give a home-baked gift and show someone you care. For more than 45 years, Bake and Take Month has been an opportunity to celebrate relationships with friends and family by baking and sharing treats. Bake and Take Month is a great opportunity for families and service groups to get together in the kitchen and around the oven. Prepare gifts of fresh baked wheat foods for relatives, friends, co-workers, neighbors, the elderly, just about anyone who likes to eat. In many cases, the personal visit to members of the community is as rewarding and important as the baked goods you take them. Bake and Take Month has a long tradition in Kansas as a promotion designed to educate consumers on the importance of home baking and wheat foods consumption. It began in 1970 as a community service project of the Kansas Wheathearts in Sumner County. The Kansas Wheathearts, an auxiliary organization of the Kansas Association of Wheat Growers, set out to share baked goods with family members, friends, neighbors, and those in need, generating goodwill in the community. The idea of a community member sharing a favorite recipe with someone special became so successful that the Kansas Wheathearts created a national Bake and Take Day celebration in 1973. Although the Kansas Wheathearts disbanded in 2001, the tradition continues. For recipe ideas, visit our website at nationalfestivalofbreads.com.
This segment brought to you by Farm Bureau, a grassroots ag organization representing the state's farmers and ranchers since 1919. KFB.org. Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. Grassandgrain.com. Kansas Wheat Commission, leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com.
Premier Farm and Home has what you need to make your lawn the best in the neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Ken. We choose Premier Farm and Home for the professional look that we do ourselves.
Feel free to stop in. You can also visit our website at heycow.com.
I will take action against herbicide-resistant weeds. I will know my weeds, and I will stop them before they go to seed. I will do whatever it takes to give my crops the upper hand. And I will use multiple herbicide sites of action because every action counts. I will take action, this time for all time.
You need a partner that you can count on to be there for your business. Providing a depth of understanding to risk management issues so you don't have to. A knowledgeable support team located in your area, delivering products and services to make you more successful.
The producer-funded Kansas Wheat Innovation Center was built to get improved varieties into the hands of farmers faster. Kansas Wheat, farmers advancing their future through wheat genetics research.
Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture, represents grassroots agriculture. The state's largest and most powerful farm organization stands up for its members through leadership development, agriculture education, legal defense, environmental advocacy, farm safety, and risk management. Members also enjoy money-saving benefits. To join our organization today or to learn more, go to www.kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
This Medford, New Jersey school bus runs on biodiesel, and so do these. In fact, all of these buses run on clean-burning biodiesel, which is great because the more we use biodiesel in our heavy-duty vehicles, the less carbon pollution in our air. Think how great it would be if more of our school buses ran on biodiesel. More biodiesel, less carbon pollution. More is less. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
The Kansas Livestock Association and the Kansas Beef Council are part of the agriculture community involved in a month-long statewide food drive to reduce hunger. Organizers have set a goal for the Neighbor to Neighbor food drive to generate food and cash donations equaling 85,000 meals for Kansas families in need by March 31st. The food drive is a collaborative effort by the Kansas Department of Agriculture, Dillon's Food Stores, Harvesters, the Community Food Network, the Kansas Food Bank, the Second Harvest Community Food Bank, and Kansas Agriculture Groups. Collection points for donated non-perishable food items will be available in all Dillon stores across the state during the month-long drive. Shoppers also can donate cash at the checkout counter. The food drive is just one of several events planned around the celebration of Kansas Agriculture Month and Kansas and National Ag Day, March 21st. The Ag Day and Dillon Stores event is being held March 11th. This is an opportunity for those in the ag industry to visit with customers about Kansas agriculture and raise awareness for the food drive. In addition, a virtual tour of a dairy farm near Sabetha will be provided March 30th for 4th and 5th graders. Kansas commodity groups will be at the Capitol March 21st, promoting the importance of agriculture in the state to legislators.
February has come and gone. 2 months into the 2017 year, what do we know? Wheat has pushed roughly 50 cents higher, corn has managed to net 25 to 30 cents to the upside, while soybeans have remained sideways, sloppily chopping up and down in a dollar trading range since the first of the year. Additionally, we now know our base prices for the 2017 crop year. Wheat $4.59, corn $3.96, soybeans $10.19, and grain sorghum $3.83. Wheat harvest prices will be set in June, while fall crops pricing takes place during October. We also know that over the last 16 years, the base price has been higher than the harvest price 11 times for corn, 9 for wheat, and 7 for soybeans. What these numbers don't tell us is when the best time to market your grain is. Over the last 5 years, which still factors in the 2012 drought, corn, beans, and wheat have posted their highs 4 times during the first half of the calendar year. History is not a guarantee of future results, however, it is an indicator. If we are given similar opportunities over the next 4 to 5 months to lay off risk at higher prices, doing so may be prudent. How well? That's a different story. If you have questions like these or others like it, please contact Paragon Ag Advisors, 888-452-8751. I'm Darren Van Vactor. Be safe and have a great week.
Closed captioning brought to you by
The Soybean Checkoff. Progress powered by Kansas farmers. KansasSoybeans.org.
Ag Risk Solutions. Experience, knowledge, integrity. Your crop insurance solution, Ag Risk Solutions. Kansas Wheat Commission. Leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com. Kansas Livestock Association, supporting our members' business interests to meet consumers' demands. KLA.org.
Well, that's our show for today. I hope you'll join us each week for more news and information about agriculture in the state of Kansas. I'm Brian Holman, and thanks for watching.
I will take action against herbicide-resistant weeds. I will know my weeds, and I will stop them before they go to seed. I will do whatever it takes to give my crops the upper hand, and I will use multiple herbicide sites of action because every action counts. I will take action, this time for all time.
You need a partner that you can count on to be there for your business. Providing a depth of understanding to risk management issues so you don't have to. A knowledgeable support team located in your area, delivering products and services to make you more successful.
Premier Farm and Home has what you need to make your lawn the best in the neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Ken. We choose Premier Farm and Home for the professional look that we do ourselves.
Feel free to stop in. You can also visit our website at heycow.com.